Hi, I'm Dr. Sian Cole, health psychologist, and today's a mindfulness exercise on self-compassion. So find a comfortable position in which you are centered and alert. If you're laying down, make sure your back is straight and your head is supported. And if you are seated in a chair, you could lean slightly forward, straighten your back, drop your shoulders, and press your feet gently onto the floor. Now bring to mind a reality gap, a gap between something that you need or want and what is actually happening. One that you are really struggling with. And take a few moments to reflect on the nature of this gap and how it is affecting you, and see if you can just let your difficult thoughts and feelings rise to the surface. Now just pause for a moment. That's all you need to do. Just pause. Pause for a few seconds and notice what your mind is telling you. Notice its choice of words and the speed and volume of its speech. If your mind has gone quiet, keep noticing. Sooner or later, it will start up again. Be curious. Is this an old story, something that you're familiar with, or is it something new? What time zones is your mind taking you into? Is it dragging you into the past or propelling you into the future? Or is it just focusing on the present? What kind of judgments is your mind making? What labels is it using? Now, don't try and debate with your mind, and don't try to silence it either. You'll only stir it up. Simply take a step back and notice the story it's telling you. And notice with curiosity, the childlike curiosity, all the different emotions that arise. What do you discover? Is it guilt, sadness, anger, fear, embarrassment, resentment, despair, anguish, rage, anxiety? Name these emotions as they arise. You could silently say to yourself, here is fear, or here's my sadness. Pay attention like a curious child to whatever is going on inside your body. Where are you feeling these emotions the most? Are they at the surface of your body or in the middle? What is the size, shape, and temperature of these feelings? How many layers do they have? How many different types of sensations can you notice within this feeling? Are there hot spots and cold spots? Is it moving or still? For each and every feeling that arises, notice what is happening in your body, and also notice the story your mind is telling you. Now slowly and calmly breathe into this discomfort, and do so with an attitude of kindness. Infuse this breath with caring and contribution. See it as an act of comfort and support. Imagine your breath flowing into and around your pain. Breathe into those feelings, no matter how uncomfortable and unpleasant they are. Do not fight with them. Instead, offer peace to your feelings rather than hostility. Let them be as they are and give them plenty of space, rather than trying to push them away or squash them down. Notice any resistance in your body, tightening, contraction, or tension. Then breathe into that too and make room for it. Contribute peace and space to all that arises, your thoughts, your feelings, and your resistance. If this feeling gets bigger, make even more space for it. No matter how big this feeling gets, it can't get bigger than you. So breathe into it and open up and allow it to be there. Now pick one hand and imagine this is the hand of someone very kind and caring. And place this hand slowly and gently on whatever part of your body that hurts the most. Perhaps you feel the discomfort more in your chest or your head or your throat or your stomach. Whatever it is most intense, lay your hand there. And if you've gone numb and you can't locate any particular place, then simply rest your hand on the center of your chest. Find your hand rest there lightly and gently. Feel the warmth flowing into your body and imagine your body softening up around this discomfort. Loosening up, softening, and making space. Holding this hurt gently. Fuse this gentle action with caring and warmth, as if you're reaching out to a loved one in great distress. Really let that kindness flow from your fingers. Now using both your hands, placing one of them on your chest and the other on your stomach, and allowing them to gently rest. Holding yourself kindly and gently, connecting with yourself, caring for yourself, contributing comfort and support. Now say something caring to yourself, something that expresses concern or affection. You might silently say a word like gentle or kindness to remind yourself of your intention. You might say, "This really hurts," or "This is really hard." You might say, "I know this hurts, but I can do this." Or you might even repeat a quote or a proverb or a saying as long as it does not make light of your pain. If you have failed or made a mistake, then you might like to remind yourself, I'm human, like everyone else on the planet. I fail and I have made mistakes. You might like to acknowledge that this is part of being human. Remind yourself kindly and gently that this is what all human beings feel when they are faced with a large reality gap. The bigger the gap between what you want and what you've got, the more discomfort, the more the feelings that arise. So this feeling tells you something very important. It tells you that you are alive. So these unpleasant feelings and emotions and sensations tell you something very important. It tells you that you are alive, that you have a heart and that you care, and there's a gap between what you want and what you've got. This is what all humans feel under such circumstances. It's unpleasant, it hurts, and obviously you don't want it. And this is something that you have in common with every other human being on the planet. So take a moment to reflect on this commonality with your fellow human beings. Breathe into this. Hold yourself gently, sending kindness through your hands, and again, just speaking softly inside your own head, saying something kind and soothing to yourself. And now I'm going to bring this exercise to a close, getting you coming back to the room, connecting with your body and having a stretch, opening your eyes and ears and engaging in the world around you. And take this sense of self-compassion and this sense of engagement out into the rest of your day.